How do you feel? Do you feel confident before Tuesday?
Not completely. I think I'll like. I don't know how good he is. I remember like I've seen him play a few times like a while ago, but I assume he's practiced a lot more.
Do you feel confident with like endgames and checkmates and that type of stuff? Like, do you know how to checkmate with a queen, with a rook, with all that kind of stuff?
I feel fairly confident. I've got to like 1800 on puzzles, and I also like occasionally do puzzles with a friend. So I can spot checkmates, but it's there are some times where it's like pawn races where there's like time pressure that I do make mistakes.
Let's go ahead and test you then. Let's go ahead and do this.
In this scenario, I go here.
Okay, so maybe I'll go here.
I can immediately already bump this again because you went there. Oh wait, no, I can't. Sorry.
Okay, so I'll go king here.
Go here.
Okay, we go back. Okay, let's go here maybe. Yeah, that's a really good move. Yeah, that's basically like everything you gotta know about this checkmate. To just have the queen in like the front.
Yeah, I know like the premise is like I want to get king, or like I want to get king here and then that, and you just bounce between these two squares.
Yeah, exactly. Okay. Yeah.
And then it'd be checkmate now.
Yeah. Okay. Good. Do you feel confident with a rook as well? Only a rook?
I haven't been in that scenario much, so probably not. I mean, it's similar to this. Well, we'll try it out and see what happens.
Yeah.
I guess I'm forced to go b6.
Okay. Yeah. Did you go here? Can you see when I do it?
Yeah.
Okay. So I'll go ahead and go here then.
I went king c3.
Yeah. So what are you thinking right now? Like, what is your method?
I'm trying to slowly just trap you in a smaller square until I can set you up for a checkmate. I would do king d4. Rook e5.
Okay, where do we go? Maybe here?
Rook e7.
Maybe we go up.
Oh, I see what I'm supposed to do. Okay, so I would go rook e1 then. I want your king to just be on the... Okay, king d5.
Okay, I'll go here.
King d6. King d7.
Okay.
Rook f1. King e6. King e5. It's just like it's shuffling back and oh, I see the issue with this.
This is good though. This is good though. But there's kind of like a method around it.
Yeah. Is it rook f5?
Rook f5 is one move. I would probably say that what you want to do in this position, because you're absolutely right. You want to get your king in front of the other king, and you want it then, you know, you want it to be your move then. Like you want to have this position and then be able to go for this check, right? So the way to do that is that you need to have a waiting move at some point, because this king can only, like, there's just only a set of squares. You're gonna have to do like a kind of waiting move at some point. So if you go, for instance, rook f2, then this king, if it's going to stay on this g file, then it's going to have to go to g7 or g5. But if it goes to g5, then you have what you want. Then you can go for rook g2 check. And if it goes for, whoops, what did I do?
What?
Okay, if the king goes to g7, then you just keep running after it. King will go to g8, and because there's no more square, then it has to go back, and then you go for this. So you just have to have a waiting move, and it's best if that waiting move is just like a one square waiting move, because then the rook is basically at the same place, and the king can never attack the rook. And now it's going to be the same way. So yeah, king h6. And what will I do? Or no, you're the one who's playing this.
So I do that.
Yeah, so we go this way.
I know you just explained it to me, but now I'm like, I have to visualize it fully.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so I want to do the waiting move. So you can't go down, so you have to go up. Okay, I lied. You can definitely go down. Okay. How does this work at the final part? So I can go down. Actually, wait, I can do this.
So I would kind of recommend, like last time, to just get the rook as far away as possible.
Okay.
Because then it can never be attacked.
So you don't want the premise of the idea, like, because I was doing that for, like, you couldn't go to there.
Yeah. So the thing is that you can, like, let's say that you would go, for instance, rook g8, then you can never go here anyway, because then there is this checkmate. So.
Oh, fair. Okay.
Yeah. So the reason why I don't think that this is like, I think it's easier to go the other way is because after king here and this and then this.
Then you go back up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Okay, that makes sense. So yeah, we'll do rook all the way up then.
Yeah. So just get your rook as far away as possible. Because then it can never be attacked. And now this. And now I have to go here.
Yep.
Yeah, and that's the
Alright, that makes
method.
sense.
I'm actually going to show you something that might be very useful, which is when you're playing with a pawn. So how would you win this as white?
I would move king up. Oh wait. No, then I've already lost. Have I?
This is good. And now this is a draw.
This is a draw? Okay.
No, but let me just show you why.
Okay.
So, which is why this is good to see. So, actually, the idea with this is called opposition. And what black is going to do here to try to always, like, no, but to draw for black, like, what black needs to do is that they need to, like, do opposition with your king. So, like, they need to be, this is called opposition. So, the king will always be, like, right in front. And then if, like, for instance, the king goes to c4, then there's going to be king c6. Now, if the king goes to b4, then there's going to be king c7. And if this one goes here, then we have this again.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And if you push this pawn, well, then we're going to go here to c7. The only way for you to save this pawn is to go back to c5. And then the king has to go to c8 because they need to do the opposition with you. So wherever you go, like if you go here, they'll go there. If you go there, they'll go there. They'll do opposition. And now the only way to advance is to push the pawn. King will go here. Only way to save the pawn is to go here. And this is a stalemate.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. So, so yeah. Knowing that, what would you do here?
I'd go here, I think.
Okay. Why do you want to go there?
Because you can't really... Oh, no, but you would just go down. And then I lose the pawn.
Yeah.
Never mind.
Exactly.
Is it going in front of the pawn?
Exactly, because you want to stop black from doing opposition with you. And how do you stop black from doing opposition? Which is, you know, when it's your turn after, like, they do the... like they're in front of you, well, then you do the opposition basically. So instead of letting black do it, you do it. Now it's opposition for you, which means that black needs to move and then you are at the move, right? So then you can move wherever you want to. So let's say that they go like king d7, then...
Oh, wait, no. This. Right?
Then you actually want to go here. That's the plan.
Oh.
Because your dream is to hold this square. So if you reach this b7 square, then this is going to be winning because you're controlling the promotion square. You go up here because the only move that there is right now is for them to go king c8. If, like, you know, if they want to stop this. And then you do opposition again. You go king c6. Now it's opposition. Now the king needs to choose a side, and whatever they go, you will go to the other side. And now you're controlling this square.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
And then you just checkmate them with queen.
Yeah, and then there's gonna be nothing. Like, you're gonna be promoting a queen. Like, there's no way of stopping it with just the king. So, but this is like pretty instructive to know. Like, I don't know if this is gonna ever happen in PogChamps, but
There's scenarios that it does.
yeah, I mean, it's actually like happens more often than what one would think. So, I think it's pretty useful to know. So, just remember the whole opposition thing. You want them to have to leave the opposition, basically. You don't want them to jump into the opposition. You want them to leave it, basically. And then, let's see what else. Okay, do you think that this is winning or is this not winning?
I think this is a draw.
Have you seen this before?
I mean, I'm just looking at it, right? Like, I can't push pawn because your king gets there before, and, like, your king still...
Yeah, exactly. So this is just going to be a draw because... And it's always a draw if there's only, like, one pawn in either the A file or the H file. It's always a draw if the king has time to go to B8. If the king just goes king B8, king A8, king, like, just like this, there's nothing that your opponent can do. This is always going to be a draw here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're an endgame pro. I think you've got it.
You say that, but then there's all like the situation where there's like still like 5 pawns alive, right?
Yeah.
We'll try.
I know, like, obviously then it's a completely different thing. But at the end, like, knowing how to like finish off the last moves of the game is gonna like make you play the whole game kind of differently. Like if you know that this is a draw, then you'll play your end game in a different way and you won't allow yourself to get this position, right? If you want to win, or if you have a winning position. So like actually like knowing like the last step of everything kind of changes the way you play before that too.